Welcome to today's lesson. We are going to look at the indices, and we have these two questions here. The other one came in internal exam, the other one was the external GCE. So before we go any further, I would like first of all to look at some of the laws of indices that we are going to be following when answering these questions. So laws of indices. Some of the things that we follow when we are solving the indices. So the first one, it is why you have a to the power n multiplied by a to the power m. So you have the same base of a and you have the different powers. So when you have the same base of a, you maintain a base and then you do what? You add the powers. That is the first one. Then the second one, it is when you have a to the power n divided by a to the power m. Where the division is concerned, you maintain the base a, then you do what? You subtract the powers, which is n minus m. The third one, when you're dealing with indices where you have a to the power n, open brackets, close, and the power m. This one, it is same as a to the power n times m. You multiply the powers. Okay. The other one, it is why you have a to the power n, negative n. This is called a negative index. So when you change this one into a positive index, you are going to have 1 over the base of a to the power n. Yeah. So these are just some of them. Others who will look at them as we'll be answering some of these questions. Okay. So let's look at these two questions that came. The first one, they are saying evaluate 3 over 2 in brackets the power negative 2. Okay. So let me use this other side of the board. So we are saying we have 3 over 2 in brackets negative 2. Okay. So if you follow the laws of indices, you find that this is a negative index, which is here having the power of a negative. So we can change this one into a positive index, of which we are going to have 1 over, we have 3 over 2 squared. This square now will become a positive number. So what are we going to do? This 2 simply means it is going to be distributed in all these numbers. So this 3 to the power 2, that will be 9, 2 to the power 2, that will be a 4. So I'm going to have 1 over, you're going to have 9 over 4. Okay. So here now we'll consider the divisions. When you're dividing 1 divided by this, that means they are going to reciproc those. 9 will become 4 and 4 will be 9. So they are going to interchange. The numerator will become a denominator, the denominator becomes a numerator. So in other words, before we go to that one, how does this one happen? So you can do it like this: 1 divided by 9 over 4. Where now we change this division into multiplication, you're going to have 1 multiplied by 4 over 9 over 1. Then when you multiply here, your answer is going to be what? 4 over 9. That is your final answer. Let's go to the other one. So even before we go to the second one, when you look at this arrangement here, which has got a negative power, so the simplest way that you can go with it is by changing these. Let the numerator becomes a denominator, denominator becomes a numerator. Then it carries power, a power of a positive. So this means we are going to have 2 over 3 to the power positive 2. When you multiply this 2 into 2 squared, that is 4 over 3 squared, that is 9. You still get the same answer with this one down here. So what I've done here, it is the normal process of doing it, but there's also another shortcut way of doing these things. For you to remove that negative, you just interchange this, a numerator becomes a denominator becomes a numerator, then a power changes to be a positive power. Okay, let's move a little bit forward. We look at this other one, which they are saying evaluate 5 to the power 3 times 1 over 5 to the power 2. Okay, let me wrap my part here. So we have 5 to the power 3 multiplied by 1 over 5 to the power 2. So you can even put over 1 here as a fraction, but then we multiply these, which you can have 5 to the power 3 over 5 to the power 2. So when you have this, you see that you are dividing here, and you have the same base 5 and 5. You come back here, when you are dividing a to the power n divided by a to the power m, you maintain the base, then you subtract the powers. So here we are dividing, and we have the same base of 5, then we are going to subtract the powers. So this means we are going to have 5 to the power 3 minus 2. And the answer is going to be a 5. Okay. So we can also still go on with the expansion. If at all you don't want to go with this method, you can go by expansion. So how do we go by expansion? When you look at this one, how many 5 are they multiplying themselves? They are multiplying 3 times. The 5 here, they are multiplying in 2 times. Okay, so we are going to have 5 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 5 3 times, that is the power 3, over, you have 5 multiplied by 5. Then you can divide to say that 5 and that 5, this 5 and this 5. Here you have 1 and 1. 1 times 1, that is 1 times 5, you have 5. Then 1 times 1, you still have 1. So you still have the answer of positive 5. So this is what we do when we are dealing with the indices. So these are just some of the laws of indices, and these are the 2 questions that we've looked at. We are actually going to look at the other questions as we move forward. Thank you so much for watching this first video. I believe the second video is going to be more interesting, and you are going to learn more of this. Thank you.